Hey guys, what is up? Optitron D27 here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Earthrise wheeljack. I know I'm kind of late jumping onto the Earthrise train, as now we're in Kingdom, but you know what? I'm just starting my YouTube channel, and you know what? Why not start with the things I know? You know, I've had these things for a while now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I know these things more, and I don't have any Kingdom figures, so. And yeah, y'all kind of saw with my studio series, uh, video, and how I have like some of the very first figures. I don't have anything really relatively new per se. I mean, I have some figures later down the line, but nothing quite up to date. So that's pretty much it so far. I'm gonna try to keep a weekly schedule now. So let's jump into the video, or review rather. So when I got this figure, I was really excited, but now that the excitement's worn down, I realized the paint scheme is a mess on this thing. You don't have the crisp white and bright green and red that we normally get. We have this weird faded yellowy, I don't know, creamy color. Then we have this just like regular cream color. I don't know. It's a mess. And this faded, rusty red and pea soup green. It's just a mess. And the logos aren't all there either. Yeah, so here it is on the side. On the bottom. I don't know why they have these two ports here, because these turn out to be the back of the legs. You can see the feet ports down there. So, I don't know, it's supposed to be like he's lifting off or something. I don't know. It's a mess. Alright. So, transformation. I'm going to come here and pull these out. These are the arms. Oops. Just pull them straight out. You can then rotate this, and you should have it like this. You can then unpeg. You're gonna unpeg the windshield here. No, sorry, wait. So you're gonna want to bring these arms, bring them down. You lift them like this, and then out. So, up and out. And then flip up the head. Then bring up the windshield. That just tabs in there. You can then position the arms, and then rotate them to where they're facing out, and then rotate the fist in, only so far, and then pop off the wheel, and then reattach it. And you want to come back here, and the little, I forget what this is called, this little panel piece back here then splits apart, become the wings. They're kind of short, but they match the aesthetic. Anyway, when it comes down here, pull the legs apart. This can be kind of tricky, because these pieces are not locked in. Slide it out, and then bring the other pieces down, and then slide it in. Kind of like with the Combiner Wars, was it? Yeah, Combiner Wars figure, where they accordion down. Then flip up the feet, and there you have it. He does come with a little accessory, a little tab-on piece, but I have that in its box, and I have the boxes in storage, and it was kind of a weird piece anyway, so I'm not going to show it. So, this is a really cool figure. I mean, yes, it's not as bright as it could be. We still have the weird faded yellowy plastic there, and this creamy color plastic here. The rusty red and the pea soup green are just down here. You don't really see a lot. It's mostly a cream and black. So not very vibrant, like wheeljack is known for. On the back, though, you do get a little more color, but then again, it's still just the rusty red, the creamy color, and then the pea soup green. And the wheels are even worse. That's just no. Just do red, please. The head sculpt, though, they did a really good job on the head sculpt. You can see that they did a really good job on the blue paint for his eyes. They did a nice little silver for his head and all that. Would have been nice if they were maybe to kind of paint the little earpieces here blue, like make them kind of a clear plastic. I mean, I know it's not accurate to the show, but it is kind of accurate to the G1 because when he talked, his ears flashed. I think they did that in the series too. I forget. All right, so let's compare some figures here. Here he is with Siege Impactor. Yes, I did customize him. He's a shorter figure. Here he is with Siege Hound. He's not too short compared to Hound. I mean, Hound has like a hair above him, but not much. Here he is next to Siege Ironhide. Pretty decent. Again, kind of a shorter figure. He's a taller figure. Here he is next to his Earthrise buddy, Wheeljack. Not Wheeljack. Cliff Jumper. So, again, he's not really that small compared to this deluxe figure. Deluxe. We know it's not a Legends class. Okay, then, great. Here he's next to a Legends class figure from Earthrise. And here he is next to Chromia. Chromia has like a hair above him, but I have to tilt her forward so that she doesn't fall down because she's very back heavy. I'm just gonna lay her down. Here he is next to my custom. No, stand up straight. Here's next to my custom Alita 1. Yes, she does need some cleanup. I will take care of that. But here he is next to her. She is kind of taller, but not by much. But I feel like she should be taller, because in the series we see how she towers over these guys. So does Chromia. And I guess Moonracer, considering Chromia and Moonracer are the exact same. So, those three should be taller than these guys. Alright. Articulation. The head is on a ball joint. He can tilt his head to the side. He can turn it 360 degrees. He can nod a bit. Look down a little bit. I'd say a fairly good amount. Down. You can't look up unless you were to untab that, and then he can look down a bit. And he can't really look up even anymore. Just a little bit. These things you can position however you want. You can have them standing straight. You can have them sitting out like I do. He has double jointed shoulders. There's a joint here that goes up and down. There's a joint here that goes out. This joint is tighter than mine on this one. This one just kind of gives up a little bit. So I don't know if it's like a universal thing, but this definitely isn't a load-bearing joint. There is a swivel to do transformation, and then a bicep that's just 90 degrees. And then the hand can swivel. There is waist rotation. Legs can kick out fairly far. There's no backpack. Well, there's relatively no backpack hindrance, so he can kick back a little bit. There's a thigh rotation. The knees bend a little over 90 degrees, just slightly. The feet move up. They move down and slightly up. And then they tilt. This was a shorter review, I know, compared to my last ones, because I'm no longer having to transform him mid-review back into robot mode to make my closing statements. So, this is better. He really is a good figure. I would recommend getting him. He's lacking in paint and in logos. Logos I can understand, because you have to have the trademarks for them, and you can't really get those, all too easily. I haven't really experienced any issues with my copy. I don't know if someone else has. Otherwise, like I said, this isn't a load-bearing joint. But, it's not like I'm going to have him carrying Megatron's fusion cannon around. So, there's that. So I guess I don't have much of a complaint here. He's not an outstanding figure, in my opinion, but he's not a bad figure. He's a pretty good figure, I would say. There is no, like I said, no problems I've had. I figure he transforms smoothly. I would recommend being careful with these pieces. They just pop off. They can get lost and it kind of messes up the figure. I think that's pretty much it, yeah. So, yeah. Good figure. Worth the money, I would say. No problems so far. Yeah, no problems. Alright, Optitron, out.